All right now. Uh what's up, man? It's your boy Nardo, man. Welcome to the SBJ show, man. I just wanted to say thank you guys for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thanks for all the support, man. We up to 36 subscribers now. The first broadcast of the SBJ show was an success. Apparently right now, our second show right now, our boy AJ, he's busy right now at work. So me and my other partner Shamar, we gonna be producing the last Monday Night Raw.
Hey, what's up, man? How y'all doing out there? Like my man Nardo said, my boy AJ unfortunately wasn't able to make it today, but we will carry on the show. We will be discussing Raw from this past Monday night. And Nardo, before we start, I just want to say, I think Monday Night Raw this past week was, I think it was pretty good. I think it was better than a couple of the other Raws I've seen over the last few weeks. Don't you think so?
Man, facts. I agree with you because when I heard the news, like when Vince coming back to shake things up, when something is bad, when the big balls got to come back to make the ratings more better because these past couple of weeks it hasn't been all that great. So we had to bring the balls back, man, to shake things up.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Finn, he shows up once in a while. He comes when he wants to. But when the whole McMahon family, I'm talking Triple H, Stephanie, Shane, the entire family showed up on Raw. It was, in my opinion, I think it was pretty incredible because we don't really get to see all four of them together, that much. So to see all four of them together in the ring at the same time, I think it was pretty good.
Right. I was surprised that even Shane McMahon came back because he's a commissioner for SmackDown. So when he came on Raw, I was just like, oh yeah, this is very very serious.
Right, like wow, like man, they really shaking things up around here. But yeah, I really like how the way it kicked off Raw this past week. They kicked it off with the family coming back. They had Stephanie, like I stated in our first episode. For some reason, I dislike Stephanie McMahon. I don't know why. I feel that Stephanie is not really, I don't know, too big-headed for me. If that's the lack of a better term to put it.
Right. I just like how now, like, they finna start bringing in, now, like, the whole Vince McMahon crew, they finna take over now, because I feel like we letting superstars who still could be a full-time wrestler being general manager is not a good idea no more, because you see these past couple of weeks, since Baron Corbin been trying to take over, it hasn't been going good. Like when the Shield was together, he had the whole locker room jump on them. Certain stuff he didn't make sense. So I feel like taking back the company, the whole McMahon company would have been great. Cause I see now they trying to add new superstars to the mix, coming in from NXT. I've been watching it. Yeah, so they trying to like change things up, bring in new superstars to spice things up. Because if you keep seeing the same people and the same bosses doing the same matches all over again, it's going to get boring.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like I think Triple H said in that promo, he said a key thing that stood out to me was when he said fresh matchup. Now that's one thing that in WWE we rarely get to see is a fresh matchup. We get the same a match that we could see on Monday Night Raw for free. We have to pay for it on a pay-per-view. Like, what's the point of paying for it when we can see it on Raw? So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen with this thing. But the McMahon's in charge, and I'm happy to see some of these superstars up and comers to get better opportunities.
Yeah, man, I agree, man. It's a lot of talent in the locker room who can wrestle, but they've been buried for so long in the back. They haven't had the opportunity to prove themselves. You feel me?
Yeah, you're definitely right about that.
And then I like how then Baron Corbin came out. He was saying how he got robbed, from TLC, talking about the lone wolf. He ain't even general manager no more, but he came out was like, man, I needed a opportunity again. The match was unfair, even though it was a TLC match, and everybody knew that Braun Strowman wasn't gonna be 100% ready for the matchup.
Right. Yeah, I definitely agree. But like, okay, so they had Kurt Angle and Baron Corbin go 1-on-1. Actually, so this was supposed to be a 1-on-1 matchup, right?
Right.
So, okay, so like throughout the middle of the matchup, each McMahon started to come out and add people and add stipulations. Now, I'm no Baron Corbin fan at all as far as this general manager thing. I'm definitely a fan of Baron Corbin when he was a competitor. But I still feel that, I mean, 8-on-1 handicap matches, like that's kind of uncalled for. I mean, Kurt Angle, probably could have beat the man himself, but I think they just try to bury Baron Corbin as deep as they can. That's just my opinion, though.
I definitely agree with you because Baron Corbin, man, when he was on SmackDown, I like when he was on SmackDown Live. He was Money in the Bank. He was United States champion. They thought he was gonna push him, but now they trying to like bury him under the rug since he came on Raw. Like, why do y'all put this man as general manager and he can compete, he can wrestle, and he could cut a good promo.
Yeah, he pretty good on the mic too. See, that's the thing. Baron Corbin is one of those guys that really got all the tools to be a world champion, and we thought that was going to happen a couple of years ago. And he cashed in Money in the Bank unsuccessfully. Only one of, I think, 3 or 4 men that do that. But I feel that they could have let him hold the Money in the Bank briefcase for a couple of more months before cashing it in. But maybe they felt they made a mistake by pushing him so early. I don't know. What do you think about that? Do you think they pushed Baron Corbin so early by putting Money in the Bank in the draft?
Nah. To be honest, not really, because after Seth Rollins broke up with the show, he was automatically was the guy that was getting pushed. He won the Money in the Bank, and he won the WWE Championship less than a year. So I feel like mostly when I think Money in the Bank, I feel like superstar heel should win Money in the Bank, bro. So I feel yeah.
Definitely agree with you on that. Go ahead, finish your point.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, Baron Corbin, he was the right guy to do it, but I feel like, him cashing the bank unsuccessfully, they was wrong for that. They should have let him hold it for a couple months and let him cash it in to be world champion, because y'all gave CM Punk a shot, y'all gave Edge a shot, y'all gave all these big time heels like Sheamus and them cash in successfully on the title. But when they came to Baron Corbin, oh nah, like no. The only person I feel like who should have not cashed in Money in the Bank was when John Cena won it. Like, and I can agree with that. And Cena, he my boy. You feel me? So that's what I get.
Right. But I think I agree. Cena. Hey, as much as I get all over Cena, man, you gotta respect John Cena, man, and Cena didn't need to win Money in the Bank. He don't need it.
Exactly.
He can get a championship opportunity anytime. So Cena is one of those guys who really didn't need it. I think they just wanted to do something for him, put another accolade under his belt. But I got one more point before we move on to the second part of the show. Another guy who they put this Money in the Bank contract on a couple of years ago was The Miz. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he won it in 2010. They cashed it in like 5 months later. And that was perfect because at that time, Miz was an up-and-comer. I think he was the United States champion at the time as well. So
right.
I feel that, Miz definitely was a good person to, to hold Money in the Bank and cash it in for the WWE champion. But I feel that Miz is at a level for main event stardom right now, more than he was back then 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what I think about. Money in the Bank, and these upcoming superstars who should hold that contract. That's a pretty good one of my favorite matches ever. If I was ever in the WWE, I probably would. I would bargain it being a Money in the Bank ladder match.
Right. Yeah, so man, back to this Baron Corbin situation, man. You know how Triple H, he stays on dirt, so he came out. It's gonna be like a 4-on-1 handicap match. They bring out Apollo Crews, which he needs to be in the mid card because he's been buried for some quite a while now. And then I like how they had Kurt Angle, throw Baron Corbin on the table and stuff, and I kind of feel bad for Baron Corbin because now, man, he doesn't have like a job now, man. I think his best move to just go back to SmackDown.
Yeah, I thought of it that way too. He's still a competitor.
Exactly.
He's just not right. He's just not an authority figure. I'm kind of, he doesn't belong in that position. Baron Corbin is an athlete. He's a former U.S. champion. This man was one of the guys that would beat you up in the locker room and wouldn't care about it. That's the type of Baron Corbin that I want to see again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess because yeah, I don't know. I guess because now, man, I feel like Baron Corbin has a lot to go on in his way in his career, and he got a lot to prove. He got a lot to prove himself because he still needs to be. He need to get a push to become world champion. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but eventually they need to make that move.
Yeah, definitely do. I think that this thing with Corbin, I don't know. I think he's a future world champion. That's just me, but and it all depends on how they book the man, going forward now that he's not a general manager anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So next,
what do you think about
who?
Yeah. I was gonna ask, what do you think about? You can introduce us to the next topic.
No, I was gonna say let's go up to your boy Finn Balor and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to talk about as well. I was going to ask you, do you find this Finn Balor and Dolph Ziggler story kind of weird? Because I kind of do.
Yeah, I do too. They both got the same goal of defeating Drew McIntyre. So that's why, at the pay-per-view, it was Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre. That was on the first podcast show. We was talking about how Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre got into it, and then Dolph Ziggler came out and he helped Finn Balor pick up the win. So in the little backstage, Finn Balor was getting interviewed, and then Dolph Ziggler was like, "Hey man, you welcome that I helped you get the W." And then Finn Balor like, "Man, come on, man, woo." And then that's when he hit Finn Balor and threw him. So I guess they gonna set the match up, and that's when they had Finn Balor versus Dolph Ziggler. Even though it was a great matchup, these both are great competitors. They both can wrestle their butts off all day, every day. It was a good match. It wasn't a boring matchup.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I got a big soft spot in my body for Finn Balor. I'm always talking about Finn. I'm always talking about how Finn should be a world champion. Finn is one of those guys who dominated Japan. He dominated NXT. And now he coming to Raw in the beginning of his career. He, Universal Champion, first ever. But for some reason, they chose to really, bury him a little bit. But I think the chemistry with Finn Balor and Dolph Ziggler was there. It's not like Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler, but I think the chemistry with Finn and Dolph is definitely. Dolph Ziggler is one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion, as far as in-ring ability. He can wrestle, like you said. They can both wrestle their butts off. Dolph Ziggler is incredible. We can run down his accolades, but it might take 3 or 4 hours. So, we're not going to get too deep into Dolph Ziggler's accolades, but I really feel that he's a future Hall of Famer, in my opinion.
Yeah, he is. Even though we can't forget that he was with the members of the Spirit Squad, but we ain't even gonna speak on him like that. Even though he was a member with the Spirit Squad, because I know last year they had a segment on that.
That's pretty. I think Ziggler want to forget about that himself.
Exactly, man. Because when he was with the member of the Spirit Squad, he got ran through by DX every time.
Yeah, that Spirit Squad thing was. A lot of people don't know that though. You know that Dolph Ziggler was a part of that group.
Yeah.
You know, back in 05, you know. And it's pretty, you know, a lot of people, you know, forget about it, but, you know, Dolph Ziggler has had an impressive career, in my opinion. You know, multiple times, you know, world champion, you know, all that. So I think that Dolph Ziggler, you know, has an impressive, you know, career under his belt.
Man. And then the end of the match, it turned out to be a disqualification because eventually Drew McIntyre came out and he attacked. I think he attacked Finn Balor or between these two because you know he both got beef between the two guys. Yeah. So I mean, at the end, you know, it turned out to be a disqualification. And I guess we're going to have to find out next week to see what they going to do with these three men. I think later on they might set up to be a triple threat match.
That's you actually right. They have a triple threat match coming up this Monday, actually.
Oh, wow. Well, I didn't know that.
It's triple threat action between the three of them.
Yeah, you might as well because, you know, they both don't like each other. You might as well put them in a triple threat match.
Right, and then, you know, Drew McIntyre is just like I'm, you know, right now because I watch wrestling like on the regular, and I'm in the 2011 year right now where, you know, Drew McIntyre was, you know, dubbed as the chosen one by Vince McMahon himself.
Man, I remember that.
And he didn't even have a match on WrestleMania 27. You know, the chosen one didn't even have a match on WrestleMania, and they messed up his career. But if you look at the comparison between Drew then and Drew now, man, you can't even tell the difference.
Yeah.
Yep, you can't even tell the difference.
Exactly, and with the Drew McIntyre, I remember this about like a good 10 years ago probably, and I remember Mr. McMahon came out and he said, "This gonna be the chosen one. This gonna be the guy." And then you know he had Drew McIntyre beat up Matt Hardy, and he won the Intercontinental title. And I feel like okay, they really finna push this guy. And then boom,
right,
out of a job.
I agree. They had him on the right path. You know, they put him Intercontinental title. You know, he was a tag team champion as well with Cody Rhodes. So they gave him, you know, a couple of championships, but they didn't. You know, he didn't reach the pinnacle. You know.
Man, yeah. After that, I felt like because I heard a little article I was reading, and it was talking about how he failed a couple of drug tests. He wasn't get along with people. Yeah.
So that's probably what really, you know, he had a temper, and you know that's probably what really halted his momentum. Because I definitely think he was on the fast track, but you know, we don't know what's going on backstage.
Yeah. Not until somebody be saying something, right?
Yeah.
So next. So next up, man, we got the DM Bros doing the promo segment, and he fought Tyler Breeze. It was like an open challenge, and in my opinion, I liked this match because you know DM Bros is one of my favorites. He can wrestle his butt off, and he changed his whole wrestling style. Because I remember a couple years ago, he used to wrestle all reckless and stuff, and that's probably why he was getting hurt a lot. So he had to change his wrestling style, and he got swole too, which is more dangerous.
Yeah, he definitely did.
And he cut the promo out. He called Seth Rollins out. In my mind, I'm thinking like, don't worry, Seth Rollins is gonna come out eventually, and he didn't come out. So I'm just looking like, okay, what's going on? In my head, when Dean Ambrose brought them little man out with them face masks and stuff, I'm thinking, okay, this is Seth Rollins and one of them. It gotta be, cause. And that's what I was just saying. So when he did the open match challenge with the new era WWE trying to do now, they trying to set the opportunities for new coming up wrestlers to get a shot at the title or to prove themselves like they belong on the main roster. So overall the match was good. They run Tyler Breeze. I never heard. I mean, I seen him, but I never saw him wrestle like that because I barely see the new guys wrestle. It's mostly the same people on the same episodes every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually Tyler Breeze. He's been getting a little bit of TV time as of late. I think I was watching an episode of NXT, I think it was last week. He challenged Ricochet to the North American Championship. And then on Raw, you see he asked the open challenge for the Intercontinental title. I don't know, Fandango was out of action right now with an injury, so why not? Why not throw Tyler Breeze in the mix for a couple of matches? He's an incredible. He can go. Tyler Breeze is impressive. It's just they don't know how to use him. He's a great talent.
Yeah, and I agree with you. Yeah, I feel like to me, if he can cut with his gimmick and like change up his, I'm just saying like I ain't trying to just bury the guy, do him wrong, but I'm just saying like his gimmick got to change up a little bit. If he changed it up and got more serious, bro, I feel like he can get a push, bro.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think that the gimmick, the fashion thing, maybe the selfie stick. I think all that is ran its course. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the music though, but
nah.
But I think Tyler Breeze is in that character. I think what they should do with him is turn him heel again, and just repackage him. Like take him off TV for a couple of months, bring him back different, and try to do something with him.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you. And then Seth Rollins came out. He tried to get on that with Dean Ambrose, but Dean Ambrose was hitting that jam. And I noticed every time when Dean Ambrose come out, Corey Graves steady trolling Renee Young every time. It'd be so funny to me.
You hear him though? Hey, I don't like Corey Graves at all, but the man is funny. But what he look, I was watching Raw and he say I know it was a big time celebration when Dean Ambrose won the Intercontinental title back at home. And Renee Young was like, hey, it was. You think I'm gonna tell you about it? I was rolling, and I'm like, wow.
Exactly. And then I know it's about like Renee Young. Every bad guy she don't like, but every time a Dean Ambrose come out, she be trying to defend this man so much. I just be looking like, come on now. We all know what the men say. You been exactly. Sleeping with him.
Right? They married. So why not defend them? That's your husband, but she try to play it like we stupid.
Exactly. and we all know what be going on. So you ain't gotta cover it up or anything. And then Corey Graves be like, I know you feel bad that Rollins ain't coming over for Christmas this year. I was just dying laughing. I was like, this man is a troll. Yeah, I was just saying how this man is a big troll though. But overall though, the match was decent. It was good though. They set it up nicely to have an open match challenge. And then during the commercial time break, it was saying how Sami Zayn was going to return back soon. And
I did want to discuss that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and I was like, man, about God, man, because I feel like he had to have, I think, 2 shoulder injuries on his rotator cuff or something. Yeah, and I feel like when he do come back, it's gonna spark up some change around there. But I'm waiting on my boy Kevin Owens to come back. That boy's a dog.
Yeah, but now look, with Sami Zayn, I'm pretty well intrigued about his return because Sami Zayn is, I mean, he's a guy that has always was loved by the universe, always loved by the fans, but they turned him heel and it still did nothing for him. So I just gotta ask the question, what does it take for Sami Zayn to, you know, get a, he hasn't won a championship yet in his whole career. You know, so I don't know what it's gonna take for Sami Zayn to finally get something going, you know, before it's too late.
I absolutely agree with you. Yeah, I feel like, man, they is messing over Sami Zayn up. I feel like they is. I don't know. I could be asking the same question. I'm like, what is gonna take? Like, the fans love him. He can wrestle. When he turned heel, he got more popular. So yeah.
Right.
So I don't know what they gonna do, but that's always gonna be one of my question marks when he do return. What they're gonna do with him?
Yeah, that's definitely one of my questions that I'm gonna pose because, you know, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of Sami Zayn, but I like what he can do in the ring. So, you know, I want to see him succeed, you know, in the business, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And one of these, and then one of the person that probably not gonna be that much successful is this little Bobby Lashley thing, cause when he came out with Leo Rush, oh my God, I'm tired of this man always showing off his butt every time. I just be like, man, what is this, man?
Man, this man, he look, he come out here acting like. He come out there like we really want to see this man. Yeah, you chisel, you a big man, but we don't care. We don't care that. We don't want to see your butt, man. This is not of a debate. We don't want to see your butt, bro.
Man, and he always do that every time. But I do like Leo Rush because he always come and he be like, my man, Bobby Lashley, the big man. It'd be so funny how he said it too.
My man.
He was like, my man, the big man. I just be like,
Leo Rush a good mouthpiece though. He a good mouthpiece to Bobby Lashley. That's in my opinion, that's the only thing Bobby Lashley needed was a mouthpiece. Because he's a man, Bobby Lashley on the still alive from Jerry Lawler.
Man.
Bobby Lashley got muscles. He got muscles in places I didn't even know I had places.
Exactly. He got the look, and sometimes his wrestling skills kind of be stiff sometimes, but he was a main event at WrestleMania. But I don't know, man. That's probably what he needs, a good mouthpiece, somebody to hype him up. He got to be like a Brock Lesnar type guy.
Yep. And speaking of that, his last pay-per-view match was actually against Big Match John.
Yeah, actually it was. Yeah, at the Great American Bash, wasn't it?
Yep. For the, I think it was for the, I don't know if it was for a championship or not, but I know John Cena was the last guy that he faced on pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was for the WWE Championship, and that match to me, it was great because you had two big powerhouses, you know, who want the championship more. You feel me? And who wanna be better. And then, hey man, what's up with this little tag teams, man? These tag teams on Raw ain't looking too good.
I think the tag team division on Raw is egregious. I mean, horrible. Like look. Okay. Wait. Well, what is up with Lucha? What is Lucha House Party?
I don't know. They need to go back to the Mexican wrestling, Lucha Underground or something.
Right, these guys are horrible. Like they come out here, they got the space, they get 3 men in here to fight in the tag team match. 3 against 2. Lucha House rules. Come on, man.
Man, you gotta talk to Baron Corbin on that, bro.
Yeah, but I think they said now that he out of power, I think that Lucha House rule stuff over with.
Oh
But,
yeah.
yeah, because, they had a number one contenders match on Raw this past week with the House Party, the former tag team champion, the B team, my boys Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, AOP, the current tag team champion, well, former champion now.
Yeah.
And the Revival, who I think has been treated disgustingly on Monday Night Raw.
Now that I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, two-time NXT Tag Team Champion, and they go to Raw and they just get destroyed.
I ain't gonna lie. With the Revival situation, when they first got on the card, bro, I think both of them had got injured, and then once they came back on the show, one of them had to get a jaw broken. It's just like, bro, it's like they go back and forth with the injuries, bro. You feel me? I mean, that's not WWE's fault. It's half of it, but mostly, you can't blame injuries. Injuries just happen to wrestlers.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think the injuries really have messed their momentum up.
Yeah, so I couldn't get mad, but I ain't gonna lie to them. I like the Revival. They some hard knocks, man. They can wrestle.
Yeah, Southern boys, real tag team. I'm talking technician in the ring, bro. Man, they incredible. I hope, and they the number one contenders. They got a title shot at Bobby Roode and Chad Gable right now. Speaking of them, I'm glad Bobby Roode got something going for him right now. We was talking about him last week and how he was a joke a little bit, and they put the tag titles on. So hey, they probably listening to us over there.
Man, yeah, they probably is because man, he wasn't doing nothing. Like, he was just wrestling people that he not supposed to wrestle. I'm just like, what's the purpose of this whole matchup? Just to come out here and just to wrestle? I understand to put a show on for the fans and stuff, but like, he's not doing nothing.
Right, he not in no storyline, no feud. He just in matches,
pointless matches. Exactly, bro.
I'm glad that they got something going for him. He's a veteran, over 20 years in the business. I'm happy for Bobby Roode,
Man, I like Bobby Roode, because I remember I was watching TNA when I was a kid. Man, he was with Beer Money, and they was T back then. So I was like, man, when he came on the roster, I was happy for him.
Yeah, Beer Money was my boys, man. My boy Cowboy James Storm made an appearance in WWE a couple of years ago as well.
Man, he needs to come on the main roster too someday, man. Maybe they might team up again.
I don't know though. He up in age, man. I don't know if they don't even think he gonna come on.
Dang.
Yeah, but it would be nice, but I don't know about it yet.
Yeah, because I remember what I feel like they gonna do later on down the future, and I'm calling it right now. I feel like Bobby Roode is gonna turn heel, and he gonna turn on this new kid, Chad Gable. I feel like he gonna turn on him. Yeah, I feel like.
You think so?
Yeah. I feel like, because if you want to make Bobby Roode more serious and more give him a bigger push, I feel like they gonna turn on him. They gonna have him turn heel.
You got to.
Yeah.
They got to. But I really like what they doing with him now. But I just want to ask you, just transition into the next topic.
Okay.
What do you think about this women's gauntlet match? That was actually the main event of Monday Night Raw. It was an 8-woman gauntlet match. It was Dana Brooke, Ruby Riott, Mickie James, Alicia Fox, Natalya, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Ember Moon, where the winner gets a title shot this Monday on the Christmas Eve edition of Raw. What do you think about that matchup?
What I think about that match, I loved it. I feel like WWE is doing a great job of pushing the women onto the main event. I feel like that was great. I know the winner was that match was Natalya facing Ronda Rousey. I think now they gonna push Natalya now, and I feel like she gonna turn on Ronda Rousey, because Ronda Rousey's gonna win the match. You know she gonna win the matchup, and then I think Natalya gonna try to do some snake stuff like they did with Becky Lynch and Charlotte at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I feel like they gonna do the same here. But the match overall was great. Like who started off? Bayley was on fire. Like the whole matchup until she got eliminated by Mickie James.
Yeah, definitely. Bayley was impressive. I'm thinking like, wow, Bayley finna finally get another opportunity at the title, and boom, she get eliminated. Killed my hopes.
Yeah, it killed my hopes by Mickie James, who is a veteran. You feel me? So I'm thinking like, oh man, it's over with.
But you know, Mickie James is, she's done for when it comes to championships. They just put Mickie James in there to put over these young women and, make them look good.
Yeah. And I feel like, too, they need to put Dana Brooke, man. She hasn't been doing nothing either.
Yeah, you good, bro?
Yeah. I mean, she good, Dana Brooke. I mean, she got the body and she can wrestle. They just have her not doing nothing. Like, she was with, what's her name, Titus Worldwide. She not with them no more.
Yeah, I think Dana Brooke is, I don't know what they gonna do with Dana Brooke. But, I mean, Dana Brooke is one of those women that just can't catch a break right now,
Yeah.
And, but I definitely expected for Natalya to pick up the win. Because like you just said, what they're going to do is have Ronda Rousey pick up the win. Obviously, we know Natalya not beating Ronda Rousey.
Right.
And then, Natty Ronda gonna show sportsmanship, raise her hand, hug her, congratulations on a good match. And then, boom, just like the Bella Twins did to Ronda Rousey when they turned on her.
Man.
Natalya gonna do the same thing,
and
turn heel, and then it's gonna be the same thing again.
And that happened like right in Chicago. As I remember, I went to that show and I'm sitting there like they gonna turn. And I felt like I was like, man, they gonna turn on her and boom, turn on Ronda Rousey. So now like I think Natalya, since she's the baby face, cause what she been going through with her dad's death and everything, I feel like they gonna turn her heel, turn on Ronda Rousey, and then boom, Ronda Rousey ain't gonna have no friends after this.
Definitely ain't. It's gonna be about. Ronda Rousey is yet to be beaten in WWE since WrestleMania, since making her debut. She's beaten everybody who she faced. She's basically cleaned out the Raw roster, but someone who I'm really anxious about is Sasha Banks. I really felt Sasha Banks was going to win a little bit, but I don't know. Some draw me towards Sasha Banks now, and I really like Sasha Banks.
Yeah, I do too, because what WWE, what they trying to do is, since she's like 26, 27, she's still young. So I feel like they gonna like, okay, we gonna mess her over a couple of times, but when she get older later on, we gonna give her this big push. Like they doing with they doing with Charlotte. Charlotte's older. She in her 30s now, so they trying to push her before she leave the company. That's what they trying to do with Sasha. Like, she's she's young in the game, so we could screw her out of every match, every title she gets. But when she get older, we're gonna push her to this big main eventer.
I definitely agree about the age with Sasha Banks. She's, not even in her prime yet. You don't hit your prime until you're like 30, 31, 32. 34, I think, is when you have to get your prime. But Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, you got to agree with me here that it's not about age with Charlotte. It's about the fact that I'm a big, avid Charlotte Flair supporter, but you got to agree with me when I say that it's about Charlotte Flair's last name. And it is. Because, look, Charlotte is a 7-time women's champion. 7. And she only been in the WWE for about 4 years. and she already tied up with Trish Stratus with the most women's championships of all time. Charlotte is on the verge of becoming a 12 or 13-time women's champion. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and I definitely will agree with you. Hey man, if you got your dad's last name, he a 16-time world champion. Of course you gonna get pushed.
And I'm not, we definitely not taking anything away from her. She definitely has worked hard for every championship, everything she's got in the business, but she got her foot in the door with her father being Ric Flair. And because of her father being Ric Flair, she has had special treatment in the business. Take nothing away from her, though. She's an incredible competitor.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. She can wrestle. She got the dad. She got the Ric Flair in her. It's just that, she got her foot in because of her dad's last name. And she getting this big push. Listen, I feel like they probably going to make her turn to a 10-time world champion.
That's what I'm saying. Probably more than 10. It might be 11 or 12. Charlotte is that good. And her ability and her last name, it just makes it all. It makes it all worth it. And she's going to be a multiple time 11, 12-time champion. Excuse me. Man, voice kind of cracking on this. Sorry, guys, out there. My voice cracking.
Yeah, but overall though, the whole match was good. I like the gauntlet match. They had to shake things up, and I like how they got the women doing like main events now. Cause we all know we was watching wrestling when we was kids. Mostly back then women was like mostly called divas, and it was a joke back then. But now they really mostly they making them more serious now.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Women, even division, is a joke.
Yeah.
Actually, when I'm there right now on the network, I'm watching. The matches were no more than 3 minutes. It was sad. It's sad. And you remember Michael Cole's heel stick, right?
Yeah.
I was watching a match with Eve. I think it was Eve Torres versus Layla when Lay Cool was still together.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Cole got up in the middle of the match talking like, well, get over with this already. Like I'm sitting there like, man, like how disrespectful can you be towards these women? Like this is the ultimate disrespect.
He got to chill on that. Yeah, he just don't care.
Yeah, man, that was Michael Cole. His heel stick was egregious. I mean, it was bad. He was wrestling more than he was commentating.
Yeah, that was true. Yeah, he should now be here. Just keep him as a baby face.
Yeah, keep him as a regular broadcaster who just call the action and do his job. Like I said in episode 1, he's definitely a future Hall of Fame in the business. A lot of people say, Michael Cole is one of those guys who get a lot of criticism from fans. They always say how you want to be like the next Jim Ross and all that. I disagree. I think Michael Cole has made his own name in WWE. He's the man around there as far as commentary right now. Everybody got to answer to Michael Cole. You want to get a commentary job, you got to go through Michael Cole. That's showing you how loyal and how far you came in the business, that you have to go through him to get a job at the tape,
Yeah, I definitely agree, man. He is a future Hall of Famer in the business.
Yeah, he's done it all. He's done great, He's a Slammy Award winner. One of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history.
Oh yeah, we ain't even gonna speak on that.
Hey, you hear the Star Child is one of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history.
Yeah.
Hey, he 1-0 at Mania, undefeated, just like the Undertaker. well, Undertaker ain't undefeated no more.
Yeah, that is wildin'.
Yeah, we ain't gonna speak too much on that right now. We probably dive into that. If Undertaker come back, then he'll give for another big match. Man, this past WrestleMania was horrible. I mean, John Cena was lobbying for a match for Undertaker, and he got vanquished in 5 minutes.
Man, I didn't like that because they should have been set that match up a couple of WrestleManias ago. They supposed to been had that match. You want to make money in the business. You want to make ratings go up. Have two Hall of Famers, two of the greatest superstars of all time go head to head at WrestleMania.
Exactly. See, if I don't agree on anything about Cena, one thing I do agree with is John Cena is money. John Cena bring up ratings. Whenever he needs something big, they bring Cena on. That's the first person they call. Because he is a big money draw. You talk about Brock Lesnar. You can talk about Brock. He's a big money draw. But Cena is a man when it comes to big money draw. Ratings just go through the roof when John Cena's on TV. And they should have had that match a couple of years ago at Mania where both guys were in, fit condition. You waited until Undertaker 55, 56 years old, barely could move and have a match against John Cena, who still can go 100%.
Exactly, bro. So that's why they told Cena, like, hey, man, you gotta, back off a little bit, let the Undertaker, because, Undertaker do got a bad hip.
Yeah, you hit him once, you like collapse.
Right, so that's why Cena just said, go ahead, do what you gonna do. So I feel like when the Undertaker fought Shane McMahon or when Undertaker fought Bray Wyatt, I feel like they could have put John Cena between the Undertaker.
Yeah. I think Bray Wyatt and we didn't get to that in another story, but I think Bray Wyatt and Undertaker was a pretty intriguing feud. That was two weird individuals, especially Bray Wyatt. Speaking of Bray Wyatt, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him right now.
Man, I don't know. They said there's been rumors, and I've been reading the articles and stuff. It's been saying like they trying to get Bray Wyatt a new character. No, don't give him the character. He could be like the next Undertaker. Literally, could be the next Undertaker. Right. Y'all just keep messing him over.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt, he ran with the character they gave him. He could have kept doing it. They put him with. They tagged him up with Matt Hardy. That's what messed him up.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have did that at all. Bray Wyatt was perfect doing that weird stuff that he was doing, man.
Man, I don't know, but I feel like our next show, anything, we got to talk about the Bray Wyatt situation and see what they going to do with him.
Definitely got to discuss it a little bit. Talk about how whether they going to bring him back with a new character or they going to bring him back at all, because we haven't seen Bray Wyatt in months. It's been a minute since we've seen Bray.
Man, that's exactly what they need to do. But I ain't gonna lie, there was a great episode of the SBJ show, man. I want y'all to keep subscribing, keep supporting the YouTube channel, man. This your boy Nardo, man. And I got my homeboy Shamar with me, man.
Yeah, you already know, like my boy said, everybody, we want to once again thank y'all for all the support y'all been giving us. Man, y'all been liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Over 300 viewers almost on our first episode. Everything it has been wonderful, incredible. And hopefully we have our boy AK on the next episode. We will be talking about SmackDown Live from this past week. And we definitely have a lot to talk about that episode. That's going to be episode 3. So everybody stay tuned. The more episodes coming in weekly, the more support we get, the more motivation we have to drop this episode. And we'll see y'all next week, man.
See you. We out.